After a lot of reflection and heartfelt conversations with my family, I've decided not to seek another term as chair of Multnomah County.
Okay, well, it has been just under 2 months since Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson announced she would not be seeking a second term, meaning county voters will elect a new chair in November using ranked choice voting. And right now, only 2 candidates have publicly announced their bid to be the next leader of Oregon's most populous county. Current Commissioner Shannon Singleton, and just today, another current commissioner, Julia Brim-Edwards. So joining me now live is Commissioner Julia Brim-Edwards. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me here tonight.
Okay, so the county chair, is arguably the most powerful position in local government. So why are you the right person for that job?
So Multnomah County right now needs a proven, effective leader who can rebuild trust, who can get results, and who can deliver a better Multnomah County. And I think I'm that candidate. I have a proven track record. I'm a change agent. I came into the county commission, disrupted the status quo, really shook things up to try and get the county from, I think, being on a very wrong track to getting it back on a better track.
What do you see as the most, urgent challenges facing Multnomah County today?
Well, I think there's 3 current challenges. One, clearly homelessness and housing. Second, access to mental health and addiction treatment services. And third, affordability in our economy. I mean, we know today that people are having a hard time paying for life's basics. Things are getting more expensive. Wages aren't increasing at the same rate as costs. And those are 3 things that we absolutely have to get after.
A lot of people, are unhappy with the way things are being run in Multnomah County. So how would your leadership different from the current approach under Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson?
Well, in several ways. First of all, I'm somebody who has a bias for action, and I want to get results. And I also have a track record of effectively delivering results. And I think the difference would be what's happened while I've been on the commission, things like the long ambulance delays, the results coming out of the drug deflection center, which have not been very good. Mm-hmm. And I have pushed really hard to make changes. If something's not working, we shouldn't just allow it to continue on like the ambulance delays happened, or for over a year, not getting the results and people not getting treatment when they enter drug deflection.
There is a deep lack of trust, though, in county government, particularly around the homelessness response and how taxpayer dollars are being spent. So as chair, how would you rebuild that trust, right? Like what needs to change?
Well, I think, first of all, we absolutely have to get results. We have to demonstrate accountability. We have to show, like, where did the money go and what did voters and taxpayers get for that money? We have to set clear goals, and we have to hold people accountable for delivering results. And if things aren't working, we need to make changes, and we shouldn't be just sitting around talking about it or having a discussion. We should be taking action. And again, I think making sure that we implement things effectively and efficiently, and that voters know that we're spending taxpayers' dollars wisely.
But some voters might ask, you've been on the county commission since 2023. Why haven't these changes already happened?
I think my track record has shown that from the first day on the commission, I've been pushing for change. I pushed to change the ambulance system so that we no longer had delays. I've been very outspoken about the drug deflection system. When budgets come up and it doesn't look like we're getting results for what the money has said it was going towards, I certainly ask questions. I feel free to vote no on things, and I've really pushed, I believe, the chair and the commission to be more accountable, more transparent, and really to share with the community how money is being spent here.
So tell me, if you're elected chair, will people still be sleeping on the streets, and will taxpayer-funded tents and tarps still be a part of the county's response to that?
So from my first months on the county commission, I pledged that I was going to really push the county to put more money into shelters. We added hundreds of shelter beds because of my amendments to the budget. I absolutely believe that somebody in a shelter where they're safely off the streets, they have access to basic services and stability, is way better than staying on the streets. And I didn't support the distribution of tents, and I'm not going to support the distribution of tents. I think we need to move people from the streets into shelter, get them stabilized, and then give them a path to housing. I talked to the mayor today about how we're going to work better with the city of Portland to get individuals who are on the streets into shelter and into housing.
And speaking of stabilizing people, you've helped lead the county's effort to build a 24/7 sobering center that's for highly intoxicated people where first responders can drop them off. But that project still isn't complete. So if elected, how can the public trust that proposed solutions like this will actually get done and on a reasonable time frame?
So I visited the sobering center this morning. So it's going through the process of getting the permits, the deconstruction's happening. They're working through the permitting process. They've got it all designed. I will say, as county chair, I'm not the chair right now, but as county chair, I will bring a great sense of urgency to projects and be on top of things on a daily basis. And I didn't like the timeline that was laid out originally, and I've really pushed it. I'm not the chair, so she has the day-to-day control, but I will continue to push, and you can guarantee that anybody who knows me is that I act with urgency. I'm very action-oriented, get my elbows out sometimes if I need to, if I feel like things are just slowing down or being blocked, and I'll do that as chair.
So we know your fellow Commissioner Shannon Singleton has also announced her run for county chair. What distinguishes your campaign from hers?
Well, I think my track record, I have a track record of proven effective leadership, of getting results, of holding large public institutions accountable, and delivering value for tax dollars. I also have already on the commission shown that I've increased the number of shelter beds, added sobering beds already, and also because of investments in public safety, we have had a reduction in auto theft. We're getting after property crime. I think my track record is very much in line with what voters are looking for, and I'm happy to compare the two with voters as we go out and talk to them.
Okay, Commissioner Julia Brim-Edwards, thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about Julia Brim-Edwards launching a campaign for county chair? Let us know. Email the story at kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.